What you see here today behind me are everyday heroes who got us to this announcement today. From the leader of the Springfield team, Mayor Sarno, from Kathy Tobin and the Bay State Health Heroes, Police Commissioner and Fire Commissioner Cheryl Clapprood and BJ Calvey, Patrick Sullivan and his extraordinary team that does too many things to mention, Dennis Duquette and Mass Mutual, our greatest corporate citizen, for turning around our request for funding in hours. Otherwise, it would have been the Bright Knights sponsoring the fireworks. But anyway, my dedicated board for their support, John Schoberg, Mindy Phelps, John Hessline, who are with us today, and of course, Kathy. Finally, the woman of the hour who got us through this difficult time with great poise and professionalism, Helen Calton. When Helen gave her okay for Bright Nights, it was a game changer for the Spirit of Springfield. We wouldn't be here today without that approval. Now we received the green light for Star Spangled Springfield. Thank you for all your hard work. The rest of the speakers will tell you all the particulars, and then I will be here to answer any other questions. Thank you.
When it comes to a pandemic, I think one of the things that we've really realized and valued is that you need leadership. And we are very fortunate in this community to have great leadership who work together so collaboratively to make sure that everyone got through this safely, that everyone helped each other, and that we can emerge like this with something like the fireworks in such a positive way. And I am a very proud resident of the city of Springfield always, but never so much as the past year. And the leader of my city and this community, Mayor Domenic Sarno.
Thank you. Two side notes. First of all, it's so great to see the ace volunteer, Peter Lappin. Let's give him a big round of applause. And for those of you that enjoy Mary Poppins, let's give Peter Goonan a big round of applause. Gotcha. You feel that summer wind? As Frank Sinatra would sing, the summer wind? It's time. It's time. This dedicated team, led by our Dr. Anthony Fauci, Helen Calton Harris, let's give a big round of applause. All my cabinet heads, the Wizard of Oz, Patrick Sullivan. Public safety, baby, number one to me, Commissioner Calvey and Commissioner Clapprood and their dedicated men and women. Of course, our godsend all the time for 168 or 69 years, 170. I don't want to sell you short. I'll get more money out of you then. Dennis Duquette, Mass Mutual. They have been there for 170 years. And of course, to the Spirit of Springfield, the board of directors, and the generous benefactors, our business community, but the irrepressible Judy Matt, she puts these things together, Kathy Tobin, the chair, Attorney Mindy Phelps. Just like we did, it'll be 10 years next week, June 1st, 2011. 10 days, 2 weeks after that devastating EF3 tornado, we huddled and said more than ever, we had to do the fireworks as far as a morale boost to the city of Springfield and to Western Massachusetts, that the people and the businesses of the city of Springfield are resilient. And we're going to bounce back bigger, better, and stronger. Fast forward, after 15 months is COVID-19, which we're on the road to defeat. We have to be smart about it. Judy, she spoke to the Grucci brothers, and we're one of their #1 customers, nationally renowned. They said they could do it. So in turn, I huddled with my cabinet heads, Helen and everybody here. If we did it the right way, the smart way, do you think we could pull this thing off? One by one. Yes, Mayor. Yes, Mayor. Yes, Mayor. So, I just think it sends one hell of a message, again, of Springfield's resiliency. And then to bring everybody back together, to celebrate as we move to defeat this COVID-19, that all working together as one, nobody can beat us. So to have the fireworks here in our beautiful riverfront, to celebrate America's birthday, to celebrate the city of Springfield's resiliency. You can't put a price tag on that. So to everybody involved, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so, so much. I look so very forward to this. This will mark what I'm hoping for, the roaring 20s, without the 1929 stock market crash, obviously. People are hungry. People are ready. People are chomping at the bit. And what better way to kick it off than right here on Springfield's riverfront, downtown Springfield, where thousands and thousands of people will be for the Star Spangled Springfield, the Spirit of Springfield, fireworks, entertainment, family fun, coming together as one as we move to defeat this COVID-19. So to each and every one, thank you so, so much. This just means so much. Thank you so much.
You know, as the Director of Events for Bay State Health, I certainly understand the logistics of putting together huge events and parties. And we cannot emphasize enough the moving parts on something like the 4th of July fireworks here and how we need cooperation. But it all starts with the dollars that make it possible. And Spirit of Springfield raises all of the money that we use to put on these great events to bring this community together. And we couldn't do that without fabulous partners. So please put your hands together for Dennis Duquette, who is the head of Mass Mutual's Community Responsibility and the president of the Mass Mutual Foundation, who really gave us, you'll pardon the pun, a shot in the arm.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much. You know, before I say a few words, I just want to echo the comments that have been made already and extend on behalf of Mass Mutual, our executive leadership, and all of our associates, our thanks and our congratulations to the leadership of this city standing behind me, who've really brought us through a very trying time and brought us to this wonderful celebration that we are about to celebrate together. So we're very excited. Thank you all very much on behalf of Mass Mutual. You know, Judy had said earlier that it was remarkable that Mass Mutual could turn the funds around as quickly as we did. That is nothing compared to what Judy had to do and what she has to do and her team has to do in order to make this event viable and successful. To turn an event that usually has months of planning around in a matter of weeks for the city of Springfield is really remarkable. And it's one of the reasons that Mass Mutual is so delighted and proud to support Judy and the Spirit of Springfield and the great work that they do. And in particular, this very special 4th of July celebration. I mean, what a fitting holiday it is for all of us to come out of our cocoons, our COVID cocoons, and come back together as a community. Talk about Independence Day. It's going to be wonderful. We're very excited. Mass Mutual is honored and humbled to support this event. And we thank all of you for your interest, your attention, your support, and we look forward to seeing all of you on the riverfront on July 4th. Thank you.
Nice sunglasses, too, James Bond, baby.
We, of course, could not and would not do this event unless we could assure the safety of all of those people who will be coming to enjoy this. And there are a lot of difficult jobs, but one of the hardest in the past year has certainly been held by our Springfield Health and Human Services Commissioner. And so with applause, thanks, and appreciation, and looking to her for all of our directions, ladies and gentlemen, Helen Calton Harris.
Thank you very much to the Spirit of Springfield, to Mayor Sarno, and the cabinet members in the city of Springfield. All of the work that was done, we have proven once again that we in Springfield are not powerless spectators, but powerful initiators. We initiated programs, clinics. We stood up a VaxForce team that is featured in Ebony magazine. This city did some amazing work around this pandemic. And how proud I am to stand here as the Commissioner of Health for this city and say, we are ready to celebrate. We are ready to celebrate.
You heard it from Helen. You heard it from Helen. Get the shots, though. Get the shots. Get the shots.
Our clinics are still going on. We are still vaccinating individuals, and we would ask, if you are not fully vaccinated, please continue to wear your face coverings. If you are in public places, indoors, please continue to wear your face coverings. And if you have underlying conditions, please wear your face coverings. I want to remind all of us that although on Friday the 29th most restrictions go away, some will not. Face coverings will still be necessary on public and private transportation. Inside K through 12 public schools, collaborations, and special events. Inside child care programs, in health care facilities and providers' offices, in congregate care settings, as well as in health care and rehabilitation places. I only tell you that so that those of you who work, live, or play in those particular areas will know that a face covering will still be necessary. How proud I am of the residents of this great city. It is amazing what you have been able to do, and you need to take the opportunity to applaud yourselves. You make me proud, you make the mayor proud. Each one of us looks forward to the 4th of July. Thank you.
And of course, the other half of health and safety are our incredible leaders who I'm reminded have been at their post throughout the pandemic, probably doing more overtime than many. But the Springfield Police Commissioner, Cheryl Clapproot, and a Springfield Fire Commissioner, B.J. Calvey. We owe them a great debt for keeping us all safe, and they will continue to do that, especially down here on the riverfront. And we hope that everyone will cooperate with their direction and make this a wonderful evening for all. Commissioners?
On behalf of the Springfield Police Department, we are all excited about the 4th of July event, and we're so thankful to the mayor, to Commissioner Calton, and I'm thankful for the last 15 months for all of my cabinet heads. It's definitely a team effort to get the city to this point. We all chipped in, we all did our part. We get along well, and believe me, it was a team effort, so here we are. And I can tell you, on behalf of the police department, the women and men look forward to this event because for the last 15 months, we have been at work every day, and all we have been required to do is go to call after call, 9/11 call after 9/11 call, and be met with strife and fights and tempers and trying to keep the peace and trying to do what's right for our city. So we look forward to once again doing what I think we do best, and that's mixing with the public. It's interacting with kids, it's interacting with the citizens, it's making sure people are safe and making sure people are responsible. We have done that every year of the fireworks, and I'm sure I have great confidence we will do it again this year. It takes a lot of manpower to make sure that everybody is safe and everybody just gets to enjoy the fireworks and go home. But I assure you, we've already started working on it. We will be here. We will make sure everyone is safe. There will be a large presence. And can I ask everyone to please do as the officers instruct you as far as traffic and pedestrians. It can get crowded down here, but we usually have a good handle on things, so just trust in your officers, and I hope everyone has a great, safe event. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to echo what Commissioner Clapproot said. A big thank you to the Mayor, Judy, Matt, and everybody for getting this event to take place again. It's a great event for the city of Springfield. As soon as I got a phone call that we were considering fireworks last week, I immediately started my team on getting all our preparations in place for the planning of the event. Fireworks are licensed by the fire department, so we immediately began working on the license for the event and making sure we could make it all come together seamlessly. We'll have our usual details down here, making sure everybody's safe. There's doing construction out in the river this year, so there are some threats to navigation out in the water for people who are going to be coming with boats to try to watch the fireworks. So we'll have our marine division out here in the water, making sure all the boating traffic is safe, and hopefully we'll have a great event as always. We've been working day and night since the pandemic started. We didn't work from home. We were unable to social distance at calls. So this is a great relief for us to be able to get out in the public again, be able to see people and interact, the same as the police department. So thank you to everybody, and we're looking forward to a great 4th of July. Everybody have a great day.
And there's someone else watching over our safety that you may not be aware of today, but when I got here a little early, there was a very large train going down these tracks that run through this park. And so I would like to thank Officer Boyle from Amtrak, who is here to protect our safety and always to be helpful when we do this event to make sure that they work with us to make the park accessible. So thank you for that. During the last year and a half, I hope you've all had an opportunity to at least take a second look, if you don't normally, at the beautiful open space that Springfield has. All around this city, we have gorgeous parks and recreation areas, and I know I had more of an opportunity than usual to take advantage of some of those, but Patrick Sullivan, under his leadership, we are so proud and thankful to have these beautiful spaces that we have, and I think you'll all agree, no one does it like Patrick Sullivan and his team, the Executive Director of the Springfield Department of Park, Recreations, and Buildings.
Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it. Thank you for having us here today. We are so proud to play our small part and making sure Riverfront Park is ready. Mayor, this will be really the second time since you invested $3.5 million into this park. So Judy, we're glad to have you back here, and it's fitting that this is the next event. But a special shout out to Pete Krupsek and Tom Dougal and Lewis. We had so many workers that got us through this past 16 months and kept our parks open. So welcome to Riverfront Park, and we hope to have many more festivals this year. Thank you.
And I have a couple of other people I want to acknowledge because they're always part of our team and they are back with us coming out of the COVID pandemic. C. Jackson helps us with our extra security. C, thank you and congratulations on your recent award. The Hilton Gardens team is here and they are wonderful friends who help us with hospitality, so we're thankful to have you with us. And of course, John Barron from WWLP. John is a longtime friend who does anything and everything we need at the drop of a dime. So thank you very much for that. And now it's my pleasure to introduce my friend, my neighbor, and the president of the Spirit of Springfield Board of Trustees, Milinda Phelps.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Spirit of Springfield, I'm thrilled to be here. I just want to acknowledge the board members who are here, the two Johns, John Schoberg and John Hesslein, of course, Kathy Tobin. You know, during the dark days of the pandemic, because the Spirit of Springfield's role is to produce large-scale events for the citizens of Springfield, there were times that I questioned whether I would be the last chair of the Spirit of Springfield because there were no large public events being produced by the Spirit of Springfield for the city. So I am thrilled to be standing here today to say we're back. The board continued to meet. We continue to hope, mostly by the indomitable spirit of Judy Matt and the staff of the Spirit of Springfield. I just want to acknowledge Marielle, Nicole, and Amy, who is not here today, but the three of you were instrumental in keeping us going during those dark days. So, you know, the expression has been used a lot over the last several weeks as we hopefully near the end of this pandemic, that the light is at the end of the tunnel. Well, I want to say today, I don't think the light's in the tunnel. The light's going to be in the sky over the Connecticut River on July 4th on hopefully a beautiful day, just like today. So thank you.
And with that, if you know Judy at all, you know that very sunny out, and to that makes my point. We would like you all to get some water. Peg Buxhold and her team have hot dogs over here and water for us, so please make sure that you get some refreshment because you've been out in the sun and we're not used to that either. Thank you all for coming and for helping us spread the word. We really appreciate the media throughout Western Massachusetts as well. Thank you.